This is a B20 bottom end. There's a B16. This one has forged internals and pistons on it. I'm doing the LSV kit. I'm almost done. When we do this, I usually just grab a file or a sandpaper and file it out. Remember, the head gasket doesn't go through, so this is just hanging. That's the purpose of plugging it. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys, this is a plug that they send with the LSV kit. You can also grab these from the spare heads that you have laying around. The LSs or the B16s, they have this plug like this one here. And a lot of times they are very extremely hard to get out. Usually they start rounding out, they strip out. But a trick to that is just grab a torch and hit it. And I think it's because Honda uses Bond, probably like a thread sealer or something into it. So just hit it and then you'll see it'll come out really easy. I learned that the hard way after rounding up several of them. You see how it starts sweating? That means it's already it's getting hotter. And there you guys are. You can also use these plugs. You can remove these from like I said, most of B series, D series, H series, they have these plugs. They're just plugs. They have them in different places. You can use these over here too. You can plug those. It's the same threads, same pitch size threads. So yeah, the reason I removed this one is because I'm gonna blow it out from here, so it blows out back this way. Because there's a lot of shavings in there. Or you can blow it that way and it's just gonna blow up either way. But make sure you get that off. And yeah, just thought I'd show you guys that tip on how to remove it. You can see they do add some the little bond that I said they add to it. They do. It's like thread locker. So yeah, so a lot of times you guys are trying to remove them like this one. There's another one here. So make sure you heat it because that bond turns soft and then it breaks it loose. Otherwise you're gonna round them off. Same with those. Heat them up a little bit. Don't shoot the torch because those are different. Same with these. Anything that's there, they bond them, and yeah. So all right, so that's how you want it to look. Make sure that the plug is sitting a little bit deeper inside the head. I went ahead and hit it with what is like I think this is a 80 grit. It's pretty rough. And then you hit it with a finer one. I think this is like a 320. And I used a bottle. Use a glass bottle. Remember, glass never reflects. So just wrap it around, hit it until you feel comfortable. You started noticing right away. And then I hit it with a finer grit, and that's it. That's all you need. I added, I forgot to mention, I added a thread locker on it as well. You might want to add something because you don't want it to leak, especially once it's in there. If it starts dripping or leaking, you're pretty much screwed because you can't get to it. You have to pull the head off. And make sure you put the plug back, the one I removed, to blow everything out. And that's it. All right, we are back. It's been a while. I know it's been like 3 weeks. I haven't posted it or haven't posted anything. Reason number one was I got sick with the influenza A, so it took me out for 2 weeks. I was out very, very bad. Shiverings, fevers. I couldn't do nothing. And then on top of that, I would go to work every day, and then the next day I couldn't, and then I would leave work. So that was really bad. But anyways, we're back. You missed on the front right here. It's got some right there. All fingerprints. This car, the video is gonna be about this car. The owner bought it for he bought it for $200. He paid $200. The car ran and drove. And then I'm gonna show you guys what was wrong with it. Right now it's fixed, everything's ready to go. We're cleaning the engine bay and cleaning all of our fingerprints. And we're just gonna clean the wheels just because we can. And yeah, but anyways, he paid $200. Is it worth it? To some of you guys are gonna say yes, some of you guys are gonna say no. Me personally, I wouldn't spend that much money in a car like this, but he's trying to make some money, he's trying to flip it. This is not for everybody. This is gonna, he knew about it, I gave him a price, and I don't think he's probably just gonna break even when after he sells it. The car it's pretty trashed on the inside. I mean, nothing, you can clean it up. It's not ripped, it's just dirt. You can see that it's just dirty, but it's not ripped, nothing's torn. He already got license plates for it and everything. He paid $200 and he says he wants to sell it for like $3,500. I charge him $1,600 to rebuild the whole engine. They like to consume oil and they like to smoke, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I did to it and go from there. But I don't think he's gonna make much profit on it, but like I said, most of the money the mechanic keeps it, and that's because your knowledge and time and parts. So I charged him $1,600, and that was labor and parts, and we overhauled the engine. Now, not a lot of things were new, and I'll show you guys, I'll explain to you guys how we did it and how it works. All right, quick little tip. We just washed the car, everything. Before you wash the car, make sure you have the fans kick on, because otherwise the radiator gets soaked in water and the fans will never kick on, because the car thinks it's cool when you don't know if the fans are going to kick on. So we had it running for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and then the fans finally kicked on, and now we know for sure the fans, sensors, everything's doing their job. Thermostat's opening, closing. So then we wash the engine, and now we're gonna go test drive it, but we're gonna let it idle for a little bit longer and then we'll move on. So what we did to this car, and what was just supposed to be, it was the valve stems or valve seals. Some people call them the valve seals, valve stems. These are it. These are the used ones. So we were just gonna do that and new pistons and rings. You can see this piston, that's how you know that it's burning a lot of oil. See how wide it is all around? That's sort of like a normal piston. This one was burning oil too. These things have a recall big time. CRVs, Elements, anything K24 pretty much, they consume a lot of oil. They burn a lot of oil. For some reason, I think the myths are that the pistons shrink and they let the rings are doing most of the job, and then obviously the rings can't take it all, so they start burning oil. They consume oil like crazy. They won't leak it. You don't really see it on the exhaust. For some reason, it just consumes it. So yeah, we did that. It was just supposed to be this, and then obviously new gaskets. While we were doing that, I found this one. This one goes on the timing cover. It was missing that chunk. You can see it's supposed to be like that. It was missing it. I don't know how it was being driven like that. Well, I mean, I do know there's oil everywhere, is leaking oil. While we were at it, then we found also this. You can see the valve is missing a piece. What's up? Are you going to a funeral or something? Why are you all black? Oh, I mean, oh, that's you. Oh, I thought it was just a shadow. I didn't say no word. I just said black. Huh?
This is a case for sure.
This is something, just a rebuild, overhaul. So while we were doing that, like I said, I found this one bad. The car came in here running. It was running rough, and he smoked a lot. While we were at it, remember you guys, when you take the cylinder heads off, these things are very hard to get. So because the power steering, it's right next to it, so you have to remove all that to get to this. This is like a filter for the VTEC. So not the VTEC, the one that goes in the front, the VTC. So this one, you can see how ripped it is. You can see how bad it is. It's seen better days. And also the gasket was pretty bad. So I had another one laying around and I just grabbed it. This is why I like having spare K-series parts laying around. And yeah. What else? Oh, while we were doing that, we were almost done. We were gonna assemble everything because I had Tommy take everything apart. I know how they go. I've done it a lot of times. New seal, front main seal. You can see this thing was just busted. Yeah, and that was not from me trying to remove it. No, that's just how it was. Yeah. So this thing leaked oil everywhere. Main thing, this is the bad news for him. I charged him $1,600. I included everything and labor. You don't have to pull the engine out. You have to drop the subframe on the passenger side so the oil pan can come out. Because you gotta get the rods out. You remove the head. You check the bearings. The bearings were good. You can see the bearings. You don't see any copper or anything. So that tells me oil-wise it was good. I don't have to do the main bearings. It spun really good, and the rod bearings look good too. So I just did new bearings, new rod bearings, new pistons, new rings, new valve seals or valve stems, and then one valve. I had another head laying around that my brother threw away, and I replaced the valve. That gasket, same bolts, same. I used the same bolts. They look fine. Just washed them, cleaned them. The head bolts. While I was doing that, I was gonna assemble everything, put everything back together, and when I put this on and I was gonna start putting it, you can see I semi-washed it because it was really bad. Then we encountered something else, and it was this. This is another notorious fail on these engines. You can see that one, and that's not the bad one. I'll show you guys the bad one right now. There's another one right there. And there's that one, and that's another one, but that one's not that bad. But this one is the bad one. You'll see that one. Focus. That one's bad, and this one's even worse. This is the worst one. So yeah. Now I have to call him and tell him, hey, it's gonna be a little bit more. I wasn't gonna charge him for the valve because I already had one, and you know I had to remove them to put these on. So, but this is something that I had to change, and I'm just gonna charge him like another $100 just because he needed it, and we had it. So, yeah. So that's the rebuild on this car. $1,500. I'm gonna add another $100 to that, so $1,700. Now there you guys go. That's the total that's gonna cost him to have this car running again. He paid $200. They gave him an extra set of tires because here in Oregon, you know, you change the tires from regular tires to studded tires for the snow. So the car right now is on studded tires, and the tires are decently fair. So he says, I'm just gonna put the stock tires or the regular tires back on, and I'm gonna sell those tires for like $200. So he's gonna be free on the car. The only thing that he's pretty much gonna be paying is $1,700. I'm gonna charge him. He already paid $1,600 up front, but I'm gonna charge him $100 extra for whatever we had to replace. New oil, new filter, new gaskets, new seals, new pistons. And it sounds like a lot of people might say, hey, you know, you did a lot for $1,700. I don't want this car to get thrown away. He said he couldn't spend more than $1,800 on it. He says, hey man, look, at that price, I'd rather, you know, just junk it. And I had some free time. The problem was I got sick right when he paid. Like 3 days after, I got sick. I was actually, and that's what kind of killed it, because now it's been 3 weeks and I'm barely finished with it. So that's the story on that car. Is it worth it? To some of you guys, yes. To some of you guys, not. I'm a mechanic. I know how to wrench. That's why I buy them. But to flip them, not really worth it. So yeah. You guys remember this, the Ridgeline? A little update on the Ridgeline. Tommy took it all apart, and look what we found. The cam is actually broken in half. And you can see the head, the color on the head. This thing, they did the oil changes really good, or very, I mean, they did the oil changes often on it, so it's really good. I don't know why it broke, but the head is no good, because what happens is when that happened, you can see it. Let me see if I can catch it in there. Right in there. The cam is just boring, scratching the journal on the head, so that head is no good. So we're gonna go ahead and change that head, and probably in the next video you guys are gonna see this thing running already, and everything good to go. I already bore scope everything inside the cylinders. Everything looks fine. Everything, you guys heard it run. Everything just had that loud knock, and that's because this thing is just banging itself in there. So that's that. All right, this thing sits back here. One of you guys asked me about it. What did I do with it, or what was I gonna do with it? So I hit up the guy back and I told him, hey man, engine is trash. I know you wanted a lot of money for it. I'm not gonna pay you that much money. I think we can stick to the original deal, and I can pull the front end and whatever I can off of it, and you can come get it. Or if you let me keep the shell or the as it is, I can kick you $200 and call it a day, and you get something and I keep the whole thing. And he said, let me go check it out. And I think he thought I was lying, so he came over and I told him, look man, everything's all in pieces. Engine didn't work. The only thing I saved was the crank, because he didn't spun a bearing, but everything else was trashed. Head was trashed. You guys saw how those spark plugs sinked into the cylinder head. He pretty much melted. And he came over, he said, yeah dude, just give me $200, call it a day. The title's in there. My plan is I'm gonna talk to my brother Sam and see if we shove that H22 in here. This thing has nothing, just can't open the hood because the door is next to the fence, but there's nothing in there. Everything is gone. It's just a rolling shell right now. We do have another parts car, like I said, and we have the back windows. My brother does windshields for a living, so we'll see how much he can do the windshield for. As of right now, I'm planning on saving it, but if not, then I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to original plan and start selling parts off of it. But I'm gonna talk to my brother and see what he says, and we can probably shove that H22 in there. We just got to buy the mounts together and finish it together and sell it, drive it or sell it. So that's the plan for that. This is the H22 that was pulled out of that Accord. It's a complete H22, and it still ran. It just needed a clutch. That's the only thing that it needs. It's an H23A, sorry.